Time now for Property Watch. From floating staircases to open floor plans and ridiculously high ceilings. I do love a high ceiling. The list of home trends is endless, but some can actually date your property and make it harder to sell.
Go on, there you go. So how can you keep track of what's in and what's out? To tell us more, we're joined by Domain property editor Alice Stoltz in Melbourne. G'day, Alice. Good to see you. How much attention should be paid to these trends when renovating your home?
Good morning, Soph. Good morning, Alex. Well, it can feel a bit like property trends go up and down as fast as property prices sometimes. But I think if you are someone who likes to play in this space, just be really mindful of how quickly they can date. We can see already things are evolving quite fast in this space. And the issue is that if you've got buyers looking at your property and they think it feels a little bit tired or a little bit too distinctive, it may put them off and head them to the place around the corner or something. So you need to find something that is kind of, quite tasteful, but not too strong that it actually ends up working against you when it comes time to selling.
Timeless, I think, is the word. Yeah. Hey, Alice, so what are some of the recent trends that are now on their way out?
Yeah, look, one of the ones you just mentioned at the top there, Soph, was that idea of floating staircases. Now, they're one of those trends that I think most parents think, oh my gosh, that is literally like a child disaster. And also for adults, they're hard to navigate and also they're hard to maintain and they take up a lot of space in the middle of the room. So they are on the out, guys. Barn doors, and this is a peak Pinterest sort of moment, that idea of adding rustic charm to a space. They're also out mainly because they don't actually really isolate noise very well. And I think also that farm kind of country chic vibe is now all over. Exterior spotlights, you don't need to make your house look like the Sydney Opera House. And I think energy costs at the moment, and people can get very carried away with that, but it is a bit sort of naff, I guess we would say, a bit more discreet when it comes to lighting. Showers without doors, this is one of those things that ends up being water going everywhere, lack of privacy in the bathroom.
Whoever came up with that?
Who knows? So someone who clearly wasn't enjoying their shower every day for a long period of time. And finally, the TV above the fireplace. And that's one that I think you really sort of are encroaching on your viewing ability because you're not being able to have it at eye level. Also, there's issues around the television with the heat involved in that. And if something goes wrong, that can be very hard to fix or even replace that TV if it is above the fireplace.
Yeah, good point. Good point. And those stairs are absolutely terrifying to me with my 3-year-old Max. He would absolutely fall off those in a heartbeat. But what is your advice for handling trends, Alice?
Look, I think, Alex, it's important to sort of just go a bit more, as Soph said just before, timeless. So go for the classic ones because there are incredible trends that evolve over every year, basically, and go for the ones that will stand the test of time and avoid doing it in a really 100% way. Sprinkle it around the house to find that balance. And at the end of the day, though, guys, this is your house, your castle. So if you're not selling or you're not worried about putting people off, go all out. I don't want to come here and dictate things to people. So really do what works for you, but if you are selling, just be mindful of appealing to as many buyers as possible.